guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we would do the controversial parenting tag. So if you guys aren't into controversy or anything like that, go ahead and click out of this video. I'll try not to get anybody upset, but these are just my opinions. I don't think that your opinion is wrong. Everyone is definitely entitled to their own opinion. So the first question is pro-life or pro-choice? I would say that I am definitely 100% pro-life. However, I do think that in a if it's medically necessary for you to get an abortion, then I think that that is the best thing that you could do if there is a 100% certainty that your baby's not gonna make it. I know many people who, even if they know their baby's not gonna make it, they still will have their baby and spend that whatever time they have with them. I know there's a couple on Facebook who took their baby to do all their first things without their baby actually being born. So they took the baby to Disneyland, they took the baby to do this, baby to do that, even though they knew as soon as they gave birth to their baby would not make it. So I definitely feel like that maybe that makes me pro-choice, I don't know, but I feel like I could not get an abortion. I could not do that myself personally. Next question is baby wearing. Do I believe in baby wearing? Yes, I 100% believe in baby wearing. Do I personally baby wear? No. My kids hate baby wearing. I do not know why they hate baby wearing. I think it is the best thing in the world. If I could put them, and I have bought plenty. Tavish's dad and stepmom bought us an ergo for Keegan, our last baby, and for this baby we just bought a Tula for him and he hates it. I really wish that one of our kids would like to be wore. I really think it's great. I know a few people on YouTube who baby wear a lot. Kira from OK Baby, she wears her baby all the time and I think it's wonderful. If I had free hands to do a bunch of things, I would do it too, but my kids just don't like it. Third question is about circumcision. I don't think it's wrong to do so. I don't think it's wrong to not do so. I think it's completely up to you and what you personally believe. I'm not going to say whether we do or we do not. All I'm going to say is that it is your decision. The reason I'm not going to answer is because there's a lot of sickos out there and I don't want them to know about my son's private parts. So anyways, we'll skip on to the next question. Adoption. Do you believe in adoption? Yes, we 100% believe in adoption. We would love nothing more than anything in the world to have a baby girl, and that's just not in the cards for us, we don't think. We're pretty 99.999% sure that we are not having any more kids, and if we did, that 0.001%, that would be a boy. It would most definitely be a boy. So we would love nothing more in the world to adopt a baby girl. There's a channel on YouTube called This Gathered Nest, and if you guys haven't watched them before, I highly suggest you go watch them. This lady and her husband, they are wonderful. They have 2 biological children. They have adopted 3 children, and she's currently pregnant with twins, and I give it up to her. I think that's wonderful. I would love nothing more in the world to adopt a sweet baby girl. And I think that if we were going to have more children, that would be our option. I definitely believe in adoption. I think it is a great option, and what better thing in the world to do than give somebody a forever home that, you know, I don't know. I just think that every child should be loved. Every child should have a home and a loving, caring, nurturing setting, and yeah, I think adoption's great. Do I think there's people who use it for the wrong reasons? Yes, I do think that some foster care people do use it for wrong reasons. However, if you're going to adopt a baby and you it is so wonderful for people who can't have babies. I would love to adopt a baby. Also would probably be a surrogate for somebody. Honestly, I think that's so amazing. I think surrogacy, I know it's totally wrong, off topic, but I think surrogacy is amazing. That you can give somebody a gift like your body is able to give somebody a gift that they wouldn't be able to have otherwise. And children are a blessing, and I think that, you know, I just think that's so amazing that that whole bond and connection right there, that's just really great. Like if given the opportunity, I would definitely be a surrogate for somebody. I think that everybody everybody who wants to have children should be able to have children, whether that through adoption, surrogacy, anything like that. Being able to have kids does not make you a parent. Loving and caring for children makes you a parent. This question is baby piercings. Do I believe in baby piercings? Luckily, I have no girls, so I don't have to deal with that. But I don't think it's wrong whether or not you do or do not pierce your baby's ears. Quite simple. I don't think it matters whether you do or not. If I had a baby girl, I probably personally wouldn't pierce her ears. Just because I feel like later down the road, that's like if she did want to pierce her ears, that's like a cool thing that we could go and do together. And personally, I don't wear any earrings. I had my ears stretched at one point, but I don't wear jewelry just because I'm allergic to it. I can't keep any jewelry in my ears. Breast milk versus formula. I would say that even though I have not been able to breastfeed my babies exclusively or past even a month, I definitely believe that breast is best if you can do it. I couldn't do it. My milk always dries up, and I think it has to do with a lot of my health problems. But if you can do it, I definitely think, why wouldn't you do it? Like, it's free, it's healthy for your baby. But I also believe highly strongly, because I am one of those parents, I believe that fed is best. So if you could not breastfeed for whatever reason, I think you should give it a shot. Definitely give it a shot. And it could be like me, and I breastfed him as much as I could for 3 weeks, and then I completely dried up. And so I will definitely say that fed is best. I don't think it's inconvenient either way. I think that either way you need to feed your baby. So yeah, that's my stance on it. Fed is best. Cry it out method versus other. I don't know what the other is, but my view on the cry it out method is, I think it depends solely on the child. I will say that. With our first son, cry it out method worked extremely well, but we were also really young, so we didn't really like, I don't know, I'm like a totally different mom than I was with my first baby. With this baby, I feel like I'm more of like a helicopter mom this time. I don't know. With Hunter, I definitely say cry it out, and we let him do that at a kind of a young age. But that's what worked best for him. And now it's totally different. He does not sleep at all through the night. But for that place and time, cry it out worked best. With Keegan, I didn't let him cry it out until he was a year-old, and that's just what worked for us with Keegan then, and that's when he finally started sleeping through the night. Hunter slept through the night starting at a month-old. Keegan did not start sleeping through the night until he was a year-old, and they still don't sleep through the night. So but with this baby, I have not done cry it out method yet. Actually, with this baby, this is our first baby who's actually co-slept with us. So I don't know. I think maybe because it's our last baby, I'm just a little bit more, I don't know, like helicopter-y, protective-y, I don't know. Not that I love or care for my kids any different. It's just, I don't know. I think I'm babying him a lot more. Which brings us to our next thing, co-sleeping. Do I believe in co-sleeping? If you asked me with my first son if I believed in co-sleeping, I would tell you no. Baby's not sleeping with us. We were so young, and we were so used to sleeping like all day, you know what I mean? So from the moment that he was born, he slept in his rock and play until he was 4 months old, and then he went to the crib. So he never slept with us. Same thing with Keegan. Keegan, he slept in his rock and play, and then he moved to the crib. This baby is 3 months old, and he completely, utterly co-sleeps with us. He sleeps right in the middle of us. So that answers your question. I say that each child is different, and you do what works for you. Next question is spanking. Do I believe in spanking? And I will say that I don't disagree with it at all. I don't, like, I think whatever works for your child, because each child, like I said, is so different. Hunter, it doesn't matter if you put him in timeout, spank him, whatever, he doesn't care. He's not gonna do what you want to say. So that never worked for us. Spanking him doesn't work. Keegan, spanking doesn't work either. Timeouts work really good for Keegan. Hunter, more so, taking something away from him works best for him. Telling him he's not going to be able to do something works best for him. And of course the baby's a baby, so I don't disagree with spanking. It doesn't work for us. That's pretty much it. Home versus public versus private versus charter schooling. I completely agree with you. Do whatever works for you. If we could afford to send our kids to private charter schools, then I would. But I went to public schools, and my children will probably go to public schools too. Actually, I know they will, because Hunter starts TK in August. So I think that public school is fine. I would love to homeschool. Like, I give it up to the Duggar people. They homeschooled all of their kids, and I think they turned out pretty great. I would love to be able to do that. And there's another lady here on YouTube. Her name's Ellen Fisher, and she does what she calls, I think she calls it unschooling or something like that, and basically teaching your children, you know, just through daily interactions and stuff like that. And you know, I think that's wonderful. I think that's great. I think that whatever works for you is definitely best. And I think just for us right now, we are going to be public schooling our kids. Vaccinations. I know this is a very controversial subject, but I wholeheartedly believe in vaccinations. Vaccinations were created for a reason, and I know that some people think that they cause issues and disease, but I think that vaccines far more help people than they do hurt people. And that's why they were created. Personally, my grandpa has polio, and he has to live with that his entire life. And now they have a vaccine for it, so we no longer get it. So I think that maybe my opinion is a little skewed because of my family influence. However, my thing is, why wouldn't you protect your children against something that could kill them? You know what I mean? If there is something that can help your child not get a disease or sickness, why wouldn't you use it? Why wouldn't you vaccinate your kid against, why wouldn't you vaccinate your kid against something that could kill them? You know what I mean? We have grown so much as a civilization that we have been able to develop vaccines and stuff like that can keep us from getting these deadly diseases that plagued people so long ago. So for that reason, and it might be that my husband's in healthcare, and so yes, I believe 100% in vaccinations. The next thing is medicating children. I don't really know what that means. I would assume that means do you give your kids medicine? And the thing is I don't believe that you should like habitually give them medicine. However, if they need it, Hunter has asthma, he needs medicine in the summer. I give them like Tylenol and stuff if they have fevers or they're sick. I don't know, I guess that's what that means. He's gonna help me finish up the last little bit of the video. So the second to last question is cloth versus disposable diapers. And I think cloth diapers are wonderful, but I don't have the stomach for that. So we use disposable diapers, definitely. It's just so much easier, especially when there's 3. I have 2 in diapers still, and so we definitely use disposable diapers. Store-bought food versus homemade food. I definitely think that if you can home make your food, that is great. I don't know, we haven't decided what we're gonna do with this one. For our other kids, we did do store-bought baby food, but I kind of think I want to baby-led wean him. So what that is you offer your baby little bites of table food soft table food, like avocado or something like that, and they eat it by themselves. You don't actually feed them. So I think that's what we're gonna do with this one. But anyways, if you guys have any comments, questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye guys.